I do this every year. Plus silver tinsel that was only 99 cents. See, Fluffy? Learn from your mistakes. She strapped Alex and Spotty into their car seats, and that's when she noticed that Alex was clutching a rocking horse toy in his hand. What? She said, confused. He must have taken it from the store when she was deciding on present tags. She chose tags with a penguin design. Fluffy unclipped the car seat once again and went inside to pay for the snatched toy. While she was there, she bought one for Spotty, too, and purchased her lunch for the day, a chocolate Santa bar. On the way home, she turned up her Bing Crosby CD, another thing I did this year, and started wondering about Danny Kaye's hair color. Thanks a lot, Clifford. She smiled to herself as she drove past the decorated lampposts and small businesses, her babies cooing softly from the back seat. How charming is that? You stepped on my face again, Kitch. Sorry. Mommy, I want to help with the tree. I want to help with the tree, Puddles said excitedly. Bunny wants to help too. Fluffy set down her bags as Puddles danced around her. Of course, but we have to make dinner first. Puddles spent... I was holding back a cough. Hang on. Puddles spent the afternoon watching The Nutcracker while Clifford pranced around the living room making fun of the dancers. Clifford, you're such a jerk sometimes. He even fainted on the couch, but Kitch elbowed him out of the way, complaining he was taking up the whole world. He left for the kitchen. Clifford? This is like my chapter. I'm in this a lot. Mom, can I sit in your lap, actually? Mom, big nose. Mom, I'm bored. When can we decorate the tree? He whined. Oh, I wasn't supposed to whine. He whined. That was funny. As soon as the hot chocolate is ready, Fluffy said. And mini marshmallows, he said, perking up. And mini marshmallows. I want unicorn marshmallows, Brownie said. No, I want campfire marshmallows. We have many, Fluffy answered. Now pick out your Christmas mug. I read Brownie's part. Sorry, Brownie. Every year that passed, the Wolf family seemed to get more and more into the holiday season. Alex and Spotty even had Christmas trees painted on their milk bottles. Whisper had started decorating her vanity by hanging tiny ornaments around the mirror. I forgot she did that. And Snoopy had decorated the computer with little green tree-shaped lights. This year they had used every wreath and every last sprig of holly from the storage boxes in the attic. There were bows tied throughout the house and fake snow on every surface. There were even lights in the kitchen. Fluffy joked that she felt like she was living in a spaceship. A Christmas spaceship, Jonathan corrected. Jonathan's not here right now either. Jonathan doesn't live here anymore. Yeah, it does. Can someone put on Charlie Brown music? It's time to decorate the tree, Fluffy called from the kitchen. I want eggnog, Star said. Is that all right? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm reading everybody else's part. I'll stop. Well, I didn't make any, Fluffy said, pouring cocoa into a tall snowman mug. That's okay. I did it again. I'm sorry. I can make one. Star went to the refrigerator to pull out the carton of eggs. You need a dozen, right? No, honey, no. It takes an hour to make. What did I mean by that? We can have some for Christmas Eve. How about that? Oh, I guess I don't know what I meant. I got it. She just said that it was a dozen eggs, and you were just like, it's not a dozen eggs, we don't have an hour, that kind of thing. Okay. Again, you wrote it. Oh, okay. Or for New Year's. Fluffy had forgotten all about that, and then there was Kitch's birthday, and then Valentine's Day after that, and before she got to Easter, she stopped herself. She took a deep breath, closed her eyes, and said, "Be present, be present." Apparently, she had said this out loud because Socks came in and asked,
You want to be a present? Fluffy opened the box of ornaments with puddles. We can't fit all those on the tree, Clifford said. Oh, now I read your part. Of course we can, Puddles said. Kitch began testing lights with her dad. Husky put on his glasses, sat on a footstool, and began checking plugs, squeezing lights in and out of their sockets, and sifting through a butter container labeled Extra Christmas Lights. This blue one is blue, but isn't the right shape, Husky said, showing Kitch. We won't be sure it's blue until we plug it in, Kitch suggested. But we can't plug it in because it's the wrong size. Oh, I thought you said it was the wrong shape. That too. It's from an old strand. Well, then why do we have it if it's old? Somehow, every strand of lights got fixed and delivered to the Christmas tree, despite these long debates among the Christmas light crew. The family kept unplugging the lights so they could see where they needed an extra ornament or two, and running outside to check the back of the tree through the window.
It's always cold out there when we do that.
Just when they thought they were all done, Husky remembered the tree topper at the last minute. Every year the kids would take turns placing the gold star at the top of the tree. Husky had held up Snoopy, Whisper, Star, Sonnet, Brownie, Jonathan, Kitch, Clifford, Puddles, Wrinkle, George, and Fred, they went together, Socks, and Lindsay. Since Spotty and Alex were still too young, it was Fluffy's turn again. But the kids insisted that she and Husky put the tree topper on together. They both stood on chairs on opposite sides of the tree and placed the gold star just right. Well, just right after several tries. Fluffy hopped down from the chair. Oh no, who did this? There was a giant chocolate stain on the new living room curtains. Everyone checked their hands, but Kitch hid hers.
Yee. Kitch grinned.
Fluffy spent the next few days wrapping gifts, mailing cards, filling candy dishes, and making the grocery list. All the kids wanted to make a gingerbread house, so she bought a kit at the dollar store, but when she brought it home, they told her they had meant from scratch. This was also the time of year when Fluffy would pick up her old hobby again, playing the piano. On Christmas Eve, she sat down on the piano bench, cracked her knuckles, and poised her fingers over the keys. She began playing Silent Night. It was so easy. It had never been so easy before, and she hadn't practiced in months. Every note glided into the next one effortlessly. She was barely touching the keys. Through the living room window, she saw deer and birds and squirrels roaming towards the house. Then they were on the porch. They seemed to be following the music. Then her children came downstairs and gathered around her. Kitch put a hand on her shoulder and said, "Mom, Mom, Mom." Fluffy woke up.
Mom, it's Christmas morning. Hurry up.
Fluffy watched the children bound away downstairs through bleary eyes. It took a moment to remember where she was. She stood up, stretched, and pulled on her powder blue dressing gown. "Merry Christmas," she said. The end. The end of the whole book, too.
Okay, let's put it back together. I'll do it.